ShootingUSA.com, your resource for firearms news and information.
Whenever we go to participate in the matches that we're going to be covering for Shooting USA, more often than not, we have to shoot with the ROs the day before the actual match starts. And that's so that we can be free to actually cover the match when everybody else is there to shoot. But in the case of this year's Pro-Am, that means I got squatted with two of the guys who ultimately would battle for the AM Open Division overall win, Kelly Ragland and Lesgar Murdoch.
And as you can see, both of these guys can really run an open gun fast.
I'll be the first to admit that I cannot run an open gun as fast as those guys. But it sure seems like I should be able to when I'm standing there watching them. I'm looking for 12.
You should be saying I can get 36.
No, I'm looking for 12.
36?
It's all about knowing your limitations. This is a process.
There's 7 here. All right, now there's 9 over there. That means you only got to move twice to get 16.
Well, yeah, the getting of 16 requires the hitting of 16 also.
And that hitting of 16 means I need to slow down and make those hits. But trying to go too fast means misses. Stage 4 ends with an embarrassing 11. And of course, everyone wants to get their shots in.
You gonna shoot with gloves on, Joe?
No, it probably wouldn't hurt. Well, you're a barrel of laughs, ain't you, Mick?
Oh,
we're just getting started.
No.
Okay.
It's just second stage. He's fast on the trigger and slow on the hits.
Gotta stick to TV, right?
He's good at that.
The TV thing is debatable, but if I slow down and make the hits at my pace, I will do better. And that's what I've got going here on stage 5. That, friends, is a 17. And here's Kelly Ragland throwing down a 26. Best for the AM's Open Division, so I feel all right with my 17 here.
Now that I'm slowed down and shooting at my skill level and pace, I'm able to put up some quality scores for a D-level shooter. But there are still some things I wish I could have done differently.
On Colorblind, I know that I want to open all of the targets, so I have options. But once the buzzer sounds, I forget that the yellow fall forward and I get sucked into them. Still, a decent score of 15.
Just for the record, the overall AM win goes to Kelly Ragland, but the top AM shooter in the Open Division on Colorblind was Lesgar with a 30, and that stings a little bit. But what do the rest of my squad mates think of my performance?
I used to try to speed it up a little bit, just aim a little harder. But that's tough to do when you're shooting steel because you want to go too fast. I mean, it looks easy, but it's not. They're not as close as you think they are when you're shooting.
Well, I got a chance to see John shoot today. I saw him shoot 2 stages, and I got to tell you, it was unbelievable. It really was. I've never seen anything like that in all of my years of shooting.
He's a good shooter. He's very diligent about his shooting. He's very accurate. In this game, you have to go 1 for 1. Every time you take a shot, you miss, that's time. This game is time against shots.